this is Jessica Price with Feral Texas Outdoors. Today we're talking about AGM's ASP Micro TM160, which I have here mounted on my helmet. Now if you look, we have the TM34 here. They look the same, they have the same size, but there's a little bit of difference, but we'll get into that a little bit later. So we're looking at this one here, and you have the resolution at 160, hence the name 160. It has a lens of 6.2 millimeters. Now on the TM34, you have a resolution 384, hence the name again, but the lens is actually going to be twice the size at 15 millimeters. So that's the difference. Other than that, they're exactly the same. They both have black hot, white hot, red hot, and fusion. They have digital zoom at 1, 2, and 4 times. You're going to have built-in memory. You have rechargeable battery. They both last up to 7 hours with Wi-Fi hotspot recording if you want to use your phone. Let's talk about why you would purchase the 160 versus the 384. Now, at a price point of just under $500, you can get the TM160. Now, the TM384 is at $1,325. That's a big price difference. But you also have double the resolution on the TM384. So, if you're looking for something with great quality image, the really good resolution, you want to go with the TM384. If you're looking for something just a, simple, easy to take with you, you don't really care about having any pictures, or you just want something just for basic scouting, the TM160 is where you need to go. So the TM160 is definitely a great addition to your hunting gear when you go out this fall. It's something that it's great to use when you're scouting your blind as you're going and as you're leaving to make sure you're not spooking any deer. It's also a great addition to home security. Now let's talk about range. We field tested it. We felt very confident that we could identify the objects up to 50 yards. From 50 to 100 yards, we could still tell what it is because we know what's in our surroundings, but after that 100-yard mark, we were definitely uncomfortable with identifying the actual object. We could see a warm spot, but we couldn't really tell what it was. As for the TM384, we definitely felt more comfortable going beyond that 100 yards. We went up to 250, very comfortable. So that's going to be the huge difference in these. If you're looking at something up close, the TM160 is going to be great. But if you're wanting that larger range, you definitely want to go with the TM384. But don't take my word for it. Here's some footage that we took with the TM160 so that you can see for yourself. So again, we are looking at the ASP Micro TM160. We're just kind of scouting out around the house here just to show you what it looks like outside. Now here's some of the cattle we have out in the fields. But you can see the difference when we're looking at the different zooms here. We started with 1x, now we're at 2x. Now 4. But when you compare this to the TM384, you can see the difference, out the clarity. Now we're looking at the different palettes. The cows are just frozen, they're not moving. Again, if you look at the cows that are closer to us, how much clearer they are the further away they get, the harder it is to see them. Now Jason thought this would be fun just to try it out on the creek. So he's kayaking. And there's, again, the different zooms. Something's jumping up in the water. There's the different palettes again. Fusion looks really cool. Now, if you notice on the red hot there, it actually didn't see any red because Jason was a little far. So here it just shows, you know, you see Jason walking there in the herd, and here's Thomas. So we have the collar set up, and the herd is about 200 yards when we see two small objects moving around. But we can't tell if it's actually a calf or if it's a coyote. So we have the Secutor 50 set up, and you can clearly see in the bottom corner that Secutor actually shows two coyotes walking across the field. Where in the Micro 160, it almost looks like little white blurs. So definitely wouldn't feel confident taking a shot with the 160, but the Secutor definitely we would. So here is recovery of a hog with the TM160. Again, you can see as we get closer to the hog, the clarity gets a little bit better. Obviously we know it's down because we had shot it. And here we are going to look for another one. But here you can see as we're really close up on top of this hog, you can see the clarity of it. So it has a good image up front. So let's get this vehicle mount set up and we'll compare the TM160 and the TM384 for you. So as you can see, we have the two micros set up side by side. So on your left is going to be the TM384, and on your right you're going to have the TM160. Again, these are mounted to the roof of our truck, and we are actually viewing the deer walking from the road. But it's a definitely good comparison of just seeing an animal just walking through the field. Again, you can really tell it's a deer on the 384. The 160, I can't tell if that's a deer or a donkey. Now, this is actually kind of a cool shot. You see that black spot right there on the right-hand side? That's actually a rattlesnake that was in the road. So, it got ran over. We definitely don't want those here around the ranch. But again, here's another deer off the side of the road. But you can see, even if you're looking at the trees and you can see the ground, the difference in the clarity between the two micros. So here we're looking at the herd, and you can definitely tell the clarity in the TM384 versus the TM160. Especially when you look at the cows in the back of the picture, and the TM384, you can definitely tell that that's a cow versus the TM160. Just look how crisp and clear it is in the TM384 versus the 160. Again, the ones in the 160 just looks like a white blur. You don't know if it's a person, a cow, or some other type of animal. But in the TM384, you can definitely tell what it is. Thank you for joining us on our review of AGM's ASP Micro TM160. If you're looking for a budget-friendly device and easy to carry, please check out the TM160. You can purchase it on our website at feraltexasoutdoors.com for just $495. You can also check us out on our social media platforms. We're on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to us. Until next time, bye!